What is going on, guys? We are back at our Minnesota Vikings online user franchise. It is week 17, going up against the Green Bay Packers, who are sitting at 9-6. Of course, you can tell by now that we do have the division locked up, which is pretty sick. However, the conference has multiple 12-win teams, so we need to keep winning if we want to try and get that bye week, which would allow us to obviously skip right to the divisional round. Don't know if it would affect anything with our injuries, as you guys know that last week was really bad for us. We lost Darius, we lost O'Neal, and I think O'Neal actually would probably come back in time for the divisional, so we actually really do need that bye week, because it'd be 2 for next week, then heading to the wild card, it'd be 1, then heading to the divisional, it'd be 0, so we would get O'Neal back for our first playoff game, which would be really clutch. But maybe getting ahead of ourselves a little bit too much, as we are taking on the Packers, who beat us earlier in the season, where I don't even think we scored a single offensive touchdown. We had a couple of inaccuracy issues with our quarterback, but, you know, difficulties have changed and things have changed. So, of course, a little bit of a different scenario there. Darisaw is at right tackle, left tackle Remmers. It's a team that doesn't look super great on offense, but we have played much better as the season goes down here. And then defensively, we've been one of the better defenses in the entire league. Although Zadarius Smith is injured. I was kind of like, hey, he doesn't do anything. It doesn't really matter if he goes. But his numbers were actually pretty decent. And I don't know, maybe you see a double team here or there whenever, someone expects Hunter to be in coverage. They're not going to do that to Robinson, obviously, even though it's going to be Wanham anyways. I'm not sure why that happened. But that is what our team looks like. We're going to take a look at his, see if he has any injuries, and then head in. Obviously, still Aaron Rodgers at quarterback, who is super good, as he has Gunslinger and a bunch of other really good abilities. Aaron Jones, who's actually had a bit of a strugglesome season if you look at his yards per carry, but still a guy that I wouldn't put past beating our defense. Obviously, Dylan, almost 90 trucking. Let's take a look at his wide receivers. Christian Watson, who has over 1,000 yards. Dobbs, who's not too far behind. Lazard, Samuel. I don't know about the rest of the guys. I'm just going to be honest with you. Robert Tonyan is a pretty good... What? Did he get really lucky with speed upgrades? 87 speed. That's not normal. That is not how he starts. There's no shot. David Bakhtiari at left tackle, running at left guard, Josh Myers at center, Royce Newman at right guard, and then Elton Jenkins at right tackle. Left tackle is Dean Lowry still, Wyatt at right tackle, or right end anyways. Not really developing that pass rush, though. Kenny Clark, once again, another guy that really doesn't have that great a pass rush, but I'm going to take a look at his abilities, because I want to make sure we're not going against somebody with inside stuff who I think he might have that. Rashawn Gary's pretty decent, obviously. Devondre's really good. Quay Walker's developing. What's his, coverage ratings? Still pretty raw, but he's obviously a guy that he'll use her a lot, I'd imagine. Preston at right out. Cornerbacks, very fast across the board. Free safety, super fast, and then Adrian Amos, pretty fast. So a team that also could be looking worse next season, as, there's some age there, and some contractual issues, but right now, looking, even with our injuries, I feel okay about playing this team and maybe getting that revenge. As we probably should have won the first game, even though we got, quote-unquote, lucky to get 2 kick return touchdowns. We did choke a little bit at the end, where we probably should have cleaned up and won. Here we are in Green Bay. Could have been a snow game, but sadly, well, maybe not sadly, it's not, because I did look at Kenny Clark's abilities, and inside zone is one of the abilities he has, which... yeah, that's not fun. We're rocking the Tampa Bay playbook this week, as we're still trying to kind of hone in what we want to do, / which playbook we think is the best. I can't remember, was that what we ran last week? We ran something last week, obviously, but I can't remember what it was. I probably should at least start paying attention to what we're choosing, so then I can kind of narrow it down a little bit. Because some of the playbooks we've used as of recently, I'm like, yeah, I kind of like those, but there's just something missing where it's just like, I like them, but they're not, that good yet. You know what I mean? This could be a blitz out the gate, but what can you really do? And that is a throw to Thielen, which will be caught with Tariq Carpenter, the safety, in pursuit. Bringing him down for a gain of 16 only, but man coverage on a crosser, it's kind of brutal, Let's go up the middle. Kenny Clark not going to get there. Dalvin running hard to the outside, and Stokes will bring us down, but not until we gain about 15 again. Going to be bringing the streak with Irv slanting Jefferson. Irv is probably my main look, to be fair. And there he is, getting all the way down to about the 12. Nice throw. Kellen Mond delivering early, and we're moving. Out route for Jefferson. And he is open. That could be a touchdown. It will be. What a drive. Is that Quay Walker in man coverage against him? Wow, what a drive. Definitely looking a lot better than the first time we played him, I'll tell you that much. All right, 1st and 10. This could be that play action play to the right. And it's not. Over the middle is wide open. So is Aaron Jones. Good tackle by Booth, open field. Looking for the quick throw to the right. Oh, that's my fault. I just completely left the zone. Nice job by Scene to bring him down, but that's a huge gain of 14 up the middle. Oh, that's a good counter play, and Dylan only going to gain a yard there. Yeah, I don't really pay attention to my opponent's running back too often, but I really should, because I would assume they look at mine, and they're like, oh, well, I mean, this guy is a bot. He would never know how to put the backup in on a play where he wasn't going to throw it to him or run it with him, and so you're going to throw it into running backs. Aaron Jones open there for a big gainer. I mean, we just weren't even there at all. Same look that Dylan had, but this time it is actually Aaron Jones. And, oh, wow, Booth is not there. Nice little move with Christian Watson. Man, I don't know how you stop Gunslinger in franchise. I just don't know. I try to bait it. I mean, there's nobody there pass rushing wise and well. And he's just going to get it right in there to the 4. This is going to be a play where, because he's so close at 2nd and 1, I feel like I'm almost forced to run commit. So unless he was under center here, I would literally, unless he's under center, even, no matter what, whether he's under center or he's got 5 wide, as long as he wasn't 5 wide, I probably would have run commit there. And we ran commit and it still didn't work. Could be off tackle, could be like going to the outside there, and Kendricks does not do his job. Dylan is going to be in on the run commit, sadly. We now have Jair. I want to double team Gary here. I don't know how I feel about this play, but we're going to try it anyways. And there goes Jefferson over the middle going against Stokes. At this point, I don't know if he can really get away with, matching best on best, because at this point, we're kind of just thrown to anyone. There's no real, number 1 guy we have at this point. Oh, wow, look at Rashawn. Is that him going against Irv, in fairness? That's a pretty blown kind of play there. Got a bunch of wide receivers. Do I actually run it? He's got, Gary on the wrong side. Or not Gary. Kenny Clark on the wrong side. Good play by Dalvin falling forward, gaining quite a bit of yards. It's a pretty good call, actually. Now he's got Jair. This could be a quick play. Oh, there is a wide open Thielen, who's going to be outrunning everyone, surprisingly, to the 41. Looking pretty good right now, moving the ball well, seeing the field pretty well. I kind of want to take this shot. It's pretty good coverage by him. Seeing the pocket collapsing. I was going to try to stick in the pocket deep, but like I said, the pocket collapsed, and I just had to get rid of it. Play action play. Jefferson's my guy, but I will get Jefferson indeed. Down to about the 22-yard line. 7 for 7, looking pretty good in our first 2 drives. And I really don't have the time to hike this. He's moving players around. Let's just get to the second quarter and not, turn the ball over on some huge hit stick. But yeah, this playbook's pretty nice. The Bucs, in my opinion, so far at least, this playbook wins. So far. And there is potentially an overthrow. Jalen Reagor needs to get his feet down there. Oh, that's bad. That is an open player. Also, I do not see a Kenny Clark in sight here, so I'm going to run this. And he might have ran commit last second. I don't know if he did, but if he did, that's a gutsy call, and it paid off. If not, though, that is an unfortunate sell by the D-line. But like I said, I think he ran commit there last second. Out route for Thielen. This isn't really looking great, but we'll try. Preston winning the route out the pass rush snap there. That throw to Jalen Reagor, that not getting there is a real L, but no turnovers, fighting adversity, and he confirmed that it was not a run commit that he had on that play, which is brutal. We do need to run more blitzes. So far, we kind of just sit in base because we just don't feel like we have the time to get to the quarterback anyways. I mean, what am I supposed to do there? You can just zip it in so fast. Play action. The blitz is there, but Watson gets free. Thank God I was over there because Booth decided, hey, I'm a little out of range. You know what? I'm just going to just go for it. I'm just going to dive. I need Booth to follow through on that play. And that's a good team effort. He's only going to gain him maybe a yard at best. Like I said, I honestly feel like gunslinger quarterbacks are like the ones you just can't blitz. Like, it really feels like I can't blitz him. Nice throw to the outside, but not Booth. Long is there and makes the wrap-up tackle. I really like that. It was good effort. Then you go Kendricks on the inside and to the outside. I mean, I don't know how I'm supposed to defend that. I don't know how it's physically possible. Like, if you can throw that freaking hard on a line, perfect accuracy, I'm not really sure how it's defendable. And that is very lucky that he didn't get that out because I was ready for a pick. First incompletion comes from, you know, an incomplete throwaway pretty much. And that's a good try by us, but we didn't get there. Perfect blocks again. Barely getting through there. I had to just gun it. That is a very, very active Harrison Smith in there making a pretty good play. I mean, we've mixed it up a little bit this drive. We've run a lot more blitzes than normal, and once again, it just hasn't worked. I mean, that's just a perfect throw again. That's just absurd speed, dude. That throw power. And that's a good play by us with Scene dropping him back for a loss of 1. He's going to run it again. Good play call, but he's going to be short again. Back to around the 2. I want to run the run commit so bad. And I should have, but we had the stop in pursuit. We made the play. He has a decision to make. He can tie the game up with a field goal, but from this yard line, it is kind of tough. Got the field goal lined up. I can't imagine he'd go for a fake, so it looks like the defense has held up against one of the, if not the hardest ability to stop in franchise. Nwangwu on the return, trying to make a play, and almost does. I almost also hit A late there, and I don't really trust the fumble chance there, so kind of glad I didn't get it. Justin Jefferson had that one-on-one kind of press look. Let's go with this. I don't know if we'll even have the time for it, but throw it away. Could have been grounded. We kind of ran right back into the pocket. That left side kind of got us in trouble. I don't think I sprinted that way, which if I did, that would have been, you know, a little bit of an L, to be honest, but I don't think I did, so I think our very bad tackles finally just gave way from the 29-yard line. And there goes a open Jefferson going against Jair, beating him just enough to get that throw to him. Green passes really suck. I kind of want to run the ball here, actually. And, of course, his guys aren't ready, but once again, inside zone, dude. Some of these abilities, the combinations are very, very brutal. Like, that is really, really tough of a combination to work against. There goes Thielen. He doesn't get the feet down. How in the world is he not getting the feet down there? Last time we ran this, we did run the streak with Irv. I think it's pretty obvious, but if we get enough time, might be able to get Dalvin instead. And that's a really good catch by Jefferson. They didn't really give him a suction on that pick. I threw it a little bit left. Couldn't really get it any further than that. Just, I don't know. Got the 2 streaks. Do you really even trust those to get open? Whatever, we'll try it. And that's a pretty good throw. Irv catching it and running down to the 8-yard line. Did I call a timeout there? No, it was him. But to say I wasn't going to call a timeout. I was down to just, you know, let it happen. It was a close call on that throw to Jefferson on 3rd and long. It was a tough one. I didn't think I was going to get it. I also don't think we're going to get this run, but I do kind of want to get the clock moving again anyways, so whatever gets that and gets us closer. I think he would be smart to call another timeout here. I don't trust Jalen Reagor. I'd rather just run it up the middle again. And he missed. Wow, that's a big miss. I thought he was going to play it safe, and he just ran right into the lineman. That is unfortunate. I know the score isn't, like, crazy high, but it's been a bit of an offensive battle here. We're giving him quite a bit of time. I should have kicked that short. Should have got that thing, you know, given him no real choice but to maybe return it. Instead, we're going to give him a chance here with 18 seconds and Gunslinger. Damn, I mean, look at Watkins just all the way out there. That was a little bit of a bad decision for him to stay in. I get he wants that touchdown all the way, but it's a little bit of a bad decision. I think at this point we got to probably just protect the end zone. Oh, he's going to go for a field goal already. Yeah, I didn't realize that it was manned up with a linebacker. I don't know why you would be coming out with dime like that with no, you know, DBs on all the wide receivers. Didn't notice that. I seen we were blitzing with Dantzler, and I was just like, I'll cover back, but he's actually just as freaking slow as the linebackers. I think Asamoah might even be faster, and that was a bit of a decision. You know, we have a chance. I don't know, maybe he wants the Hail Mary from us, but we'll try the Hail Mary. I'll probably have Dalvin run a route just in case he can't get it off. I don't want to take a sack fumble. Yeah, we'll take it to Dalvin. Ooh, there's a chance, dude. Baited everyone in left and then cut it right. I mean, it's a little stat patty for some yards, I guess. All right, start of the second half. His ball starting at the 20. Might be looking to run the ball early here, try to set that up. Not going to change anything too base here. And I thought he's going to cut that back. I mean, it works out anyways. Good tackle by Booth. Wow. And now DJ Wanham, the backup to Za'Darius, is injured. Jesus. I mean, look at the speed there. Nice hit by Scene. 3rd and 2. I'd like to bring the blitz, but I can't really. I mean, it's just impossible. Right, 1st and 10 after that conversion. And no long, please. Oh, how many opportunities are we going to get for a pick, dude? Like, that is pain. That really sucks. Good play, though, by Long to actually be there. Damn, we really needed that. That would have been huge. Good tackle by number 95 there. Still going to lead him to a pretty good situation on 3rd and 3. I think at this point, you're almost like, I don't want to completely go full out on the blitz, but you almost have to. And Rodgers actually misses a throw. Pretty good coverage by Peterson. In fairness, 4th and 3 might be his go-for look. I'd probably say I'd go for it too if I was him, so this will be his go-for. I'm going to use our Smith on Tanyan. It's going to be a tough cover. Oh, no! What am I supposed to do? That was like a 15-yard, like, curl or whatever. Damn, dude. Man. That's just impossible, dude. It's just insane. The throw power from Gunslinger is just crazy. Oh, wow. What a hit by, what's that, Harrison Smith? My man's been moving around a little bit the last couple of weeks. I'll take it. He's got a lot of his speed. Well, I wouldn't say a lot of his speed on that side, but bump the hell out of his guy. Damn, good try by Peterson. Tried to strip that out. Couldn't get it there. Couldn't get the strip there, and the drive sadly continues. This could be a run situation, so I'm probably going to come out with this early on this one. Watson also has that jump ball ability, so you never know. That throw is literally unguardable with Gunslinger. I mean, most regular quarterbacks hit that, but with Gunslinger, it's impossible not to. And dropped. Oh, my. It's literally impossible to stop. Ah, it's my fault. Thought he was going to go to Dobbs. I think he did believe my user was going to get there on Dobbs, so he waited for Lazard and got it to him. Not only is it like a game-changing / drive-changing drop from Scene, but it's a rookie Scene who drops the pick. Oh, it's so rough. That's probably worse than the actual game-changing play itself, to be honest. Nwangwu in on the run, slipping it for gain about 6 or 7. Inside zone, let's go. Oh, close. Potentially looking for Cook on this play. And there goes Jefferson on the little wiggle. Jair can't run. Jair can't run with him. Jefferson ain't playing around. Up the middle, Dalvin. Nice push. Gets popped by Devondre. Only gains 2. It felt like more, but it wasn't. He's willing to believe in the run. We're going to still go for it. And we get the blocks. Dalvin gains about 9. Cut back with Ty. Oh. Did he user that? He usered. I don't even know if he actually did it, but like he was usering him. There's nobody blocking on that. Up the middle, Dalvin. Gonna gain maybe enough for the field goal. A tough field goal from 56 out, and it will be good. Nearing the start of the 4th, tied up. First attempt from the 25-yard line on Watson, and he's actually going to get hit while throwing for the first time this game. Could have been a fumble, but not quite, sadly. Oh, that's my fault. Oh! Was that a possession? Lewis Seen. It's going to be a tough job here. I need Hunter to win a route, though. And could have been picked by Kendricks. Instead, it is going to be 4th and 10. That was a really weird drive, as he had 2 plays there where it was like kind of catchable, and they didn't go for it. That one, obviously, was more in favor of our guy, obviously. Oh, wow, he got us with Rasul. Good relentlessness. Start of the 4th quarter. It's a close one. You really want to test that deep. He knows it's a run. Still going to run it. Look at Ty Chandler. Even when he knows it's a run, we cut it back like a damn god. Good throw. Jefferson making a play. Oh, was that a hurdle? What the hell was that? Good play to the 49, though. This is a tough one, but Thielen could be the guy. Good throwaway, I guess. Didn't have the blocking for that. Might have been a 5-man, in fairness. I really should be mixing in the run a little bit more than I have, because we've actually run the ball pretty well this game. And there goes a nice throw to Rager, who's wide open. Was looking for Jefferson, and I seen there was no one on the left tackle. I don't know if he just, like, accidentally pulled them off or what the story was there, but that was kind of crazy, like how there was nobody on the left tackle. I was about to get ready to run. You know, I was getting ready, but Ty Chandler on the run, speaking of, and nice stiff arm. Oh, he actually beat us to the A button. I will say, as a ball carrier, I am pretty conservative with that thing. Even when I know I want to do it, I'm like, do I really? Do I really want to try this? In cut. I don't really like this play at all. I should really call a timeout, but I'm not going to. Oh, I didn't know he was going to miss it. That's a mad L right there. I knew it was a late read. It was so late. Oh, no. I really wanted it to be like an out. Whatever. And there goes Rager. Gets the feet down, and we're up by 7. Assuming I hit the extra point. All right, 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. The clutch drive for Rodgers. Oh, that's a huge hit by Harrison. Lazard, the big man, comes down with it, holds on. It's kind of tough to tell what I should be calling here because obviously, this is a situation where like he doesn't need to be too aggressive, but at the same time, 5 wide is about as aggressive as you can get. Sue, who knows this team well, gets it for only a gain of 2, which sure we had a lot of guys in there, but sitting in dime, it's not the easiest thing to stop a run with. Inside, can't get there in time. Huge hit to the knees of Lazard with Bolden. Back-to-back plays, kind of, at least in the passing game, where Lazard just takes a hit. An absolute monster pummel. Man, was that a throwaway? Can't tell. Gonna leave that because I don't want to run into Dobbs. And it's like, well, our favorite guy, Mr. Rodgers, this is a penalty. Coming forward for about 20. It's like, well, please don't, but sure, I guess. Ooh, he wasn't down yet, but man, it's kind of a brutal hit. Oh, what is my guy doing there? Is that Long? Man, David Long's been selling. He does have the personnel for this. No way! That's mine with Scene! I'm really surprised he actually did that. And there goes Scene down the side. Woo! Jeromepkr doesn't even have a knee to stand on, let alone dive. Side zone against Kenny. This is going to be bad. Oh, my. Oh, please, Dalvin. He wasn't even down yet, technically. He wasn't even down. I don't like that. That was scary. Damn, Scene could have had himself a touchdown. Dropped one earlier. Obviously, we came away with one to User, which is what gave it to us. There goes Ty Chandler making a play. Gaining some yardage. They want us to run the ball, which is smart, but at the same time, nah, it's smart, actually. Do we have anything straight up? I just don't want to lose yards. You know, we're in a spot for a field goal. Maybe played it a little too conservatively. We'll see. Oh, he had a chance. Ty had a chance. All right, let's see. Last field goal we hit was a little sus, to be honest. This one should be good. And it looks pretty good. And it will be up and good. Up 10. Just under 2 minutes to work with one timeout. If there's anyone that can get that ball down there quickly enough for an onside kick and a chance, it probably is number 12. At least in the game. First and 10. And that's pretty good coverage by us. He's going to be forced to throw it away. Let's go with a proper cover 4 this time. I'm going to press Watson because we know where he's going. I didn't, really. Oh, Lurker! Wow! Lurker got that jump. But that's a pretty clutch win going against a quarterback that is insanely hard to defend. I mean, he's just throwing that ball in there so freaking fast. It's unbelievable. But let us take a look at the stats as we win by 10. 2 touchdowns, 0 picks. Mon had himself a day, and he needed to more than ever going against a division rival. And he played really well in general. The receivers did well. And what else do we have? So we got Ty Chandler, 6 for 15. We didn't really run the ball too well. He ran the ball better with Aaron Jones than we did with Dalvin. Jefferson was a god, dude. What else do we have? Anything else? Rager, Irv Smith came alive a little bit. Passing yards a little less than I would have remembered, to be honest. I thought we had way more than that, but still pretty good stuff. Sack totals, once again, we had like no pressure all game. 2 picks, both User, Lewisine, and then that Kendricks one, which was pretty absurd, to be fair. And for the kicking, that is how that goes. So pretty clean game from both sides, but you know, those 2 interceptions he had did end up costing him quite a bit. Although I suppose this pick really didn't matter that much. And yeah, I mean, I can see why the ball would have been thrown like on a rope like that, but I will say the accuracy, if he was actually throwing to Watson, which I thought he said he was, I don't know, it kind of looks like he may have been throwing at Dobbs because, well, I mean, if I'm looking at this play, you know, especially with me kind of jumping in there like that, I'd definitely be throwing to Watson, so that might have just been a really bad throw by Rodgers, but Kendricks with another pick is pretty sick. Got a couple of upgrades, but nothing major. Obviously, we're holding on to Thielen and Kendricks upgrades for the following season, and I think I'm going to save up my points for Fountain of Youth, which I'm going to use to slow the regression of Harrison Smith, as it's really about, for me, you know, having quality players that are still usable when their salary cap is too much to move on from. And if you look at a guy like Thielen, if he keeps slot-o-matic and all that, which I imagine he will, his speed really doesn't matter too much, especially since he's not that fast anyways, whereas Harrison Smith as a safety, absolutely. When his speed's only like 88 as is anyways, absolutely it matters a ton. So, you know, you're fighting off of who is more important regression-wise. I think it's clear-cut Harrison Smith that needs it the most. And then Eric Kendricks could go up to X Factor with the season he's had this year for us. And then also, you know, his speed doesn't matter as much either because he has good change of direction and he is a linebacker. So I think those are my reasons, and I think they're pretty good. They're pretty smart. Ezra Cleveland, 2 run block. Pass block is kind of what he needs. So instead of going power, he might have to actually just go for pass block. And then as far as Chase McLaughlin, the reason why he's been getting some burn is, once again, our kicker Gamertag isn't interested in re-signing. I can't tag him because I'm going to be tagging Irv Smith more than likely. So trying to test out a new kicker, as that might be the guy we have to re-sign. But anyways, that is going to be it from me. We are 13-3 now, going up against the Bears, who did just beat the Lions, Jackson's Lions, and he really needed that win. For some reason, really trying to win games here, ruining his draft pick right at the end, which you can kind of respect it in a way. He could beat us, and if he does, I think that would end our chances at the bye week, but it's looking pretty good here, even though I think the Buccaneers are getting a force win for this, so we do need... what's the difference between the Y and the X? Is that... surely it's not. It must just be for division, even though clearly we have our division locked, but regardless of the point, that is going to be it. Thanks for watching. If you guys enjoyed, maybe leave a like, subscribe if you're new, follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr, second channel PKR Plays for non-Madden stuff, and if you're not new, really appreciate your continued support a ton, especially on this series, and that's about it. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys come back for next video, but until next video, see ya!